what's up, you guys? Today I got KFC chicken skins. You know how I do. I absolutely love KFC. I'm starving. I just got my new hair extensions back in. And I'm blonde. I got highlights and hair extensions. Their secret fries are amazing. So good. Anyways, I literally took 6 hours to do my hair because, you know, I did it so when I take my extensions out, which will probably be like in a couple months, it'll still be blonde. I didn't use utensils, really? My floors are clean. I know we have so many utensils somewhere. How the heck am I supposed to find it? Got the fries. Alright, chicken skins. Okay. Oh! Thinking about straws either. Oh well. I got a call. I got an email from the Dr. Phil show. These are actually really good. And they're like, hey. They literally, okay. I'm gonna tell you guys how they presented this email to me, right? I just don't have it. Let me see. The way they presented it was just so... Okay. The email was, hey, Trisha, blah, 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 Ryan from the Dr. Phil show. We are interested in discussing your YouTube journey and life story for an upcoming show in Los Angeles. This month. If you're appearing on the show and talking about your experience with me, blah, blah. Okay. I give my number. I'm like, cool, whatever. Keep in mind, this is how they phrased it. We are interested in discussing your YouTube journey and life story for an upcoming show that takes on a light. I love it. I've been on Dr. Phil before. Yeah. I don't have to like. So the guy calls me, a different guy, so it's obviously not. Oh. They gave me like a bucket. Did they not give me a breast? They gave me like wings. I'm not really gonna. What the hell? They gave me like a weird. Like they gave me a ton of wings, and I definitely did not order wings. I definitely ordered breasts, and wow, they gave me so many other things I did not order. That's okay. They gave me like wings instead of breasts. That sucks. 'Cause I love my skins. Oh well. The guy calls and like, I'm a huge fan. We love how outspoken you are. I'm not afraid to like talk about things that even if that means like you're in drama, but we don't care about that. We just want to know if like your family has an issue with how outspoken you are. I'm like, no, I'm not at all. Actually, they're very supportive. They love what I do. Yada yada. And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, okay, so there's no conflict with anyone in your life about anything, you know, maybe concerns about your relationship. And I'm like, no. Oh, okay. You seem pretty happy. You just got engaged, got a house. Like, he knows my story. Like, he's like a fan. It's over here. Or at least a follower. Okay, maybe not like a fan or whatever, but at least a follower. And I'm like, dude, like, I'm so happy right now. Like, life is like good. Finally for me, you know? I shouldn't say finally because like my life has been good. I've been very, very blessed, like truly. Obviously with like work stuff, I'm very blessed because I don't know if I could function in the real world, like really. So he wanted me just for drama, like relationship with my family. I was like, really? And I usually always ask, I'll always reply to the email like, I've been on the show before, give me the topic of the show, because they're usually really vague. Just know if you're going on Dr. Drew, or Dr. Phil. I hope I would clarify it was Dr. Phil that this email's from. Love Dr. Drew, but just know you're probably gonna be exploited unless you're like a celebrity or something. But I don't know. Those shows will always try to exploit you. They'll try and frame it one way. Don't believe them. My America's Got Talent was like, oh, we think you're so talented. And look, I really did know they were setting me up. I'm not like the smartest at everything, but I am smart at a lot. Why are these drumsticks so big today? Oh my god, they're so huge. But these were supposed to be breasts. And they're wings! Wow, it's still really good. Honestly, any of these guys like 5 o'clock. The sun is setting. I was like, y'all, I'm 32. I've been on so many talk shows, TV shows, reality shows, gotten screwed over, lied to, manipulated, told them, yeah, I ain't falling for that bullshit. If I'm on Dr. Phil at 32 complaining about my family life, guys, put me in another mental hospital. I can't wait to do like house tours and show you guys around the house and stuff. I'm busy decorating. These are huge. Are these not the biggest? Am I branding this right? Can't see them. That was bullshit. Eating fried chicken in my new house. Wow. I literally got up, showered, started doing my hair, and now it's time to go to bed. I was a good day done, but you know, maintenance days be. Oh, that was my phone. Sorry if that offended anyone's ears. I'm gonna check my TikToks. Well, not right now because I'm talking to you guys. Maybe I'll do my little hair transformation. What was I talking about? Squishimals. Eric Carter and Lamar Odom are supposed to be boxing each other. I don't know much about boxing. It just doesn't seem like the right pair up. Size? Does it actually, does height matter in boxing? That's a good question. Okay, I can't eat anymore. I really wanted to skim. These are humongous tonight. No. I guess if you want the skins, you gotta go your style. I would totally box. Like one time. Like I wanted to train really hard and box. Or wrestle. I think I'd rather do wrestling than boxing. I think I would be a much better wrestler. Okay, so I was watching the Impulsive podcast. They had this guy named Tim Dillon on. And obviously I was getting my hair done, so I was watching just a bunch of podcasts. And it's like, why does everybody, because we watched the Zane and Heath podcast right before Impulsive, and everyone's talking about Joe Rogan. The guests are talking about Joe Rogan on the podcast. The podcast hosts are talking about, like, I don't get it. I've never seen a Joe Rogan. I saw one Joe Rogan episode. It was like the Travis Barker one. I watched that, but I haven't seen any other clips. Like, I know Joe Rogan from Fear Factor. Like, I just always remember him being on Fear Factor, and he just always seemed really into the girls, let's just say that, on the show, the female contestants. Fear Factor was a show with all like fit, hot people. I can't even believe I'm explaining this. If like, I guess people would just know it or they don't, but obviously, you know, I was never gonna be on as a kid. It was just not relatable. Everyone was just like so athletic and fit and all that stuff. And you do challenges like that, like face your fears, basically, like a spider challenge, like, you know, laying in a bed with crocodiles or scorpions, and, you know, eating bull testicles. And then the big one would be like something crazy, like a height one, like climbing heights, like something along those lines. And like, I just always got a weird vibe from, oh, look, I don't know Joe, I don't watch his podcast, I don't know about him, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But everybody like raves about him, and I just remember always having like literally, even before he became like a big thing, like when I was like a kid watching Fear Factor, I just remember being like, why is he always like perving on all the girls? Like, he just seemed, but then I don't even want to go there, because I don't really like when people speculate about people's sexuality, because honestly, like, who cares who's like what your sexuality is? But then, you know, now people are speculating that he's gay. I don't think he's really ever come out about it either way. I don't know, I don't watch him. Again, I don't think his sexuality is a big deal. I don't think you should have to come out. I don't even think there should be sexuality, because I do think everyone's fluid. But then I was like thinking like, oh, that's so weird, because he always seems so into the girls. But again, it doesn't matter. Bisexuality is a thing, pansexuality, whatever. But I just thought that was so interesting, because I was like, he was just so toxic masculinity, just like perving on all the girls on the show. And then I'm like, well, maybe he's not. But everyone, I thought I'm the only one who's on my show. Okay, tea. This is very like a niche tea. So I do watch the Zane and Heath Unfiltered podcast. Like, here's my thing. I like podcasts for a number of reasons. I like that they're long. I like that you can watch them in the car, whatever. So I watched theirs. I obviously knew them. I wouldn't say we were like the closest friends, but I knew them, and they were really nice to me. And I've always said that. I said, to me personally, those two have always been so nice to me. Like, I never saw anything bad, weird. I don't know. Like, that's my experience. They were also nice and super nice to me. Over the top nice, and like, and not in a pervy way, and he's just like very, very nice. So I actually like have nothing bad against them. But like, I would watch their podcast the way it's like friends interviewing friends. They all that group kind of just interviews each other and kind of just tells like stories that like I've heard 1,000 times from like whatever. But it's fine. Like, it's entertaining. Whatever. So anyways, they've gone through 2 co-hosts. Matt King went and did his own show. And for like the past like, I don't know, like for 7 or 8 episodes, there was like this like new guy. It was like a researcher. His name was Kenny. It was like their childhood friend. He came to stay with them. He was on the show, had this new flair. He was like the gay guy on the show. Not that he acted like super stereotypical gay, but I liked him. I liked him a lot. I thought he had a different balance, but they got rid of him. And then on today, on the Matt King episode, they address it, and they address it really weird. They start by saying like, yeah, like, you shouldn't mix work and like business and friendship. So we decided to keep our friendship with him, basically saying he's no longer on the podcast. and this was like after like weeks of the comments saying like, oh, where's Kenny? And they're just addressing it now. And they're like, we wish him the best. Okay, but and I'm saying fake because like, I'm not saying they're not super nice people, but they're just trying to be so presenter-ish on that podcast. And who am I to critique anybody? Like, the reason I critique people and I like talk about people on the internet is because they're on the internet, and you're allowed to do that, and people can do that about me and critique me and my podcast and whatever else they want to critique about me, my weight, whatever. You put yourself out the internet, that's what happens. So they're just so fake about it. They're like, Kenny, cheers, we wish you nothing but the best. Yes, he's a great comedian, continue to support him. It's just like so fake, and I don't you know what's so funny is people always will be like, Trish, you're so real, I love how real you are. And I'm like, to me, I'm like, I don't know what that means. Like, I don't think I'm like extra sassy or cool, or I don't think I have that many like hot takes on things or different perspectives. Really, I don't. I guess other than like, I just say what's on my mind. I don't know. But the more I see the fake, which is probably more of a good like PR move, PC move, to be, you know, we're all good on good terms. That is, I don't know. I guess I'm just not that person. If things aren't all good, you're gonna know that they're not all good. I don't know, maybe that's unprofessional. I don't know. Well, she was so funny. I do get like annoyed with them, but I think that's like the point of podcasts too, is like getting annoyed with people. But there was one where he said that he like, that he filmed Shadow Ranch before it was cool, and then all of a sudden everyone started going there. And he's like, I hate to be that guy. I said like before it was cool, but like, and then I'm like, yeah, but you really were before it was cool. It's like, that's just like the ignorance and self-absorption of like second generation influencers. First generation too, but first generation YouTubers kind of like peaced out, like Jenna Marble, Shane Dawson, they're like peace. Ray William Johnson, Philip DeFranco's still hanging strong. He's first generation with Totally Sketch. Who's the famous vlogger? Shay Carl. It's so funny, but the second generation specifically of social media stars, like the Viners and stuff, God, they have such an inflated sense of, we started this shit. But even like the new TikTokers, like I saw Addison Rae was on their podcast actually, be like, yeah, this is like I'm like the first to be doing it on this level. It's like, okay, sit down. Be humble. I'm not saying I'm the first or the greatest, but there were people killing this shit way before you, sweetheart. But Saddle Ranch had its own reality show. It was featured on Rock of Love. Me, myself, and I had gone there in numerous vlogs. Like, it was really popping. Like, people, I went there, and I said it on a vlog. I shared it on my TikTok. I went there specifically because I knew celebrities hung out there. It's always been a hot spot. People always want to go there. That's why they had their own reality show in 2011 before Vine was even a thing. And before anyone's like, why are you so obsessed? Like, I'm allowed to consume content online. I'm allowed to watch things. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. If it's online, I'm not stalking somebody. You know? Damn, people are so crazy. Oh. And now that I actually own my house, now I'm saying she won't be able to keep up with that house. She's gonna lose that house in 8 years. It's like, how many times have I heard people say this? I've been doing this shit for 14 years online. I'm navigating how to make money. People are, it's that evil eye. It's why I wear the evil eye. I wore that evil eye off me. I do not need an evil eye at me. I have the hand of God protecting me. Impulsive had Tim Dillon on. I didn't know who he was. Def Noodles tweeted something that he shaded me, but there wasn't really shade. There was no shade. It was just like he was making a joke about Fucci, Dr. Fucci being on a podcast on Frenemies and fighting with Trisha Paytas. It was obviously a good joke, but Def Noodles was like, this person shades, impulsive shades Trisha Paytas. And I was like, I was ready to go hand. I'm getting so much happier now that I'm eating. Oh God, I was starving. Like beyond starving. Oh, Moses is the cutest thing ever. He's out there. He was out all day, so he ate lunch. He's telling me for hungry for dinner. We're on 2 separate schedules. We're usually on the same schedule. He's so cute out there. He's like, I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's like, oh, I think he went to his house to get some garden stuff. He loves to garden. New Frenemies. I don't know when you're shooting this, but we played the Newlywed Game. It was really fun. Moses wrote Neela wrong one. And that was really fun. I see Ela every time I go over there because she's working from home now. Because of the COVID thing again, but and we filmed pretty early, so I always see her. It's just so funny to read the comments and be like, oh, it's cool to see them all in like one spot. Like we always see each other in one spot. This combo, chef's kiss. But yeah, the house tour is not up. There is one coming. Empty house tour, which isn't so empty anymore because we were moving stuff in. I guess I could have done like an empty house tour. But it's starting to feel like home. You see, I got like a ton of new pots and pans, Check it out on my TikTok. If you want to see any like real, like up to the minute date stuff, like go to TikTok. I'll be posting TikToks as soon as like something's happening. But this is so good. I guess Joe Rogan's for guys. I just like Joe Rogan's podcast. But I'm gonna get little stools so I can eat them. I love these countertops. I love them. White marble. It's like all over the whole kitchen. In the kitchen we're not touching. They redid it. The owners before us redid it like right before we moved in. And it really is. We washed my hair in the sink right here today. I hope everyone's going good. And that's why I don't say watch like a bad thing for my spray tan. Just, you know, yikes. Okay, we acknowledge that. I don't think hate watching is a bad thing. I don't mind when people hate watch me. At least they're watching. That's how I think of it. Oh, we also talked about Britney Spears on the Frenemies podcast. Not into detail, but I just want to be her friend so bad. Like, I read some comments, and I don't know how I said it on the podcast, I don't remember. But comments saying, like, I wanted to control Britney's life to be her conservator. No, I kind of just want to get in there to free her. That's kind of what I meant. I think it came off wrong. Like, I was putting to Jamie, her father, like, hey, like, let me in. Oh my God, that's a TikTok. I'm going to do that after this. I'm making a note right now. I'm next to my notes. To let me in so I can free her. I want to be your conservator. It's like Aladdin with the lamp. You know, like you had to free him. That's what I gotta do. I gotta be the master in order to free her. And I would. I'm not gonna hold conservatorship over her. I'll free her all day long. Fly, Britney. You can perform, or you don't have to. You do what you want, girl. If you want to continue painting in your backyard, you can do that. We're gonna do that without the shekels. I don't know. I'm trying not to make hasty judgments based on a one-sided documentary. Obviously, it said that Britney did not want her father, so there's, you know, but what are the circumstances? Was she on drugs? Was she not? I don't know. I'm not saying. I'm just saying I love Britney. I want Britney to be happy first and foremost and taken care of, and I think she's capable of doing that. I don't know her, but in heart of hearts, I do believe she's like capable. Her boyfriend spoke out against the dad, which is very telling. How is she going to be let back in if she is under such a, that's the other thing, if she's under such a tight conservatorship, right? And now her boyfriend, Sam Asghari, is telling paparazzi, like, her dad needs to, you know, whatever. What did he say? Death Noodles will have the answer. He does so much. And tweets a lot. Oh no, why can't I go down? Oh my God, why did I not go down? I don't know, it's so far down, but he said something along the lines like, oh, here it is.
Me right now. Is there anything that he can do to repair the relationship? What would you like to be seen?
I'm not upset at anybody, but you know what? It is what I said is what I said. So I think he's a dick. That's just my opinion.
I think he's a dick.
I'm not gonna go into details. That's it, man.
Can you guys ever be on good terms?
I hope so. Once he starts treating his daughter right, then we can be on good terms.
Once he starts treating his daughter right, we're
I'm
blinking.
concerned with Britney after seeing the Hulu doc.
Thank you to all the fans.
How's Britney doing? Is she okay?
She's doing amazing.
She's doing amazing.
Always having her back. Thank you very much.
Did you?
So why is he talking to the paparazzi? When you're that close to Britney, if I come that close, I love Sam. Truly, I like him. But if I'm that close to Britney, I'm not going to be talking to no paparazzi. I'm going to be dodging him. Ducking him. I'm going to be like, no questions, no answer, no comment. That's me all day long. But anyways, this is Diet Pepsi, and this is not really that great. But it's fine without a straw, so go strawless more often. You guys, I'm all for the free Britney movement. I want to join Britney so I can free Britney. I feel like I'm the person to do that. Y'all laugh, but I know I have a greater purpose here on earth, and I really do believe it is to be Britney Spears' friend, conservator, and then also her freer. Alright guys, I'm gonna clean up my fried chicken mess. I love you, thanks for watching, and yes, thanks for all your love and support. House tour coming soon, and I love you. Bye.